Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are at your home safe and healthy. Welcome to our new session of Learning Digitally. Today in this video, we will learn about how to draw frequency polygon. The information in frequency table can be presented in various ways. We have studied a histogram. A frequency polygon is another way of presentation. Let us start practice set 6.5 and learn what is a frequency polygon and how to plot a frequency polygon. First, let us learn the plotting of the polygon which is given in the question number 2 and 3. Then we will understand what is a polygon so that we can learn question number 1. Question number 2. Show the following data by a frequency polygon. Here data is about electricity bill in rupees. And frequency is for families 0 to 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 600, 600 to 800, 800 to 1000. We have to prepare a frequency polygon of the given data. So here in a frequency polygon, similarly like a histogram, same like a histogram, on a x-axis information will be plotted and on a y-axis frequency will be plotted. So your data is about electricity and frequency is about number of families. Here only small difference is there that in a histogram we used to plot a class, but in frequency polygon we will plot a class mark. So before making a frequency polygon, first we have to prepare a table showing a class mark and coordinate which is necessary to draw a frequency polygon. So for that reason I have made a 4 vertical column. In a first column information, electricity bill in rupees. In a second column we will write a class mark. In a third column there will be a frequency, and last column will be a coordinate which will be required on a graph to plot the information. So here I have written the class. Your class starts from 0 to 200, 200 to 400 till 1000. So in a first column we have to make one preceding class and one succeeding class after reading the class. So you will see in a class the difference is of 200. So based on that difference, based on that class interval, we have to make one preceding class and one succeeding class. So now you will see it is about electricity bill which is in rupees, and here your class start from 0. If you will make a preceding class, you have to go in minus. So your preceding class, when you will see the difference of 200, your preceding class will be minus 200 to 0. So as amount cannot be negative, the class preceding the first class would be minus 200 to 0, and the midpoint will be minus 100, but the electricity bill cannot be negative. So for the convenience, the midpoint of preceding rectangle will be taken as 0. From origin we will be taking. So for that reason here we cannot make the preceding class because amount or money cannot be negative, but we will make a succeeding class. Your succeeding class will be 1000 to 1200. Okay. So now let's start writing the class mark. You know what is a class mark. 0 to 200, the class mark will be 100. Here the class mark will be 300, 500, 700, 900 and 1100. So we got the class mark which will be plotted on a x-axis. We already have a frequency which is plotted on y-axis. So this is the coordinate x and this is a y coordinate. So we'll write the coordinates together. 100, 240, 300, 300, 500, 450, 700, 350, 900, 160. As the last class is made by us, so your frequency is not given in the table. So we will consider the frequency 0 and the coordinates will be 1100, 0. So your table is ready. You have to plot the coordinates on a graph. So let's start. On a x-axis, we'll be plotting the class mark. On a y-axis, we'll plotting the families. So here I have written the class on a x-axis, 0 to 200, 200 to 400, 800, 600, 800, 1000, 1200. So you will see I have written the number in a leaving two boxes, which means 2 centimeter. So on x-axis, 2 centimeter is equals to 200 rupees. So now instead of plotting the class, we have to plot a class mark. So this will be your 100, 300, 500, 700, 900, 1100. So your x-axis is ready. Now coming to y-axis. On y-axis we can take 1 centimeter is equals to 100 families. So on a 1 centimeter we'll write the 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500. You will see the biggest number is 500, greatest number is 500, so you have to write scale up to that, and that much is enough. So your graph is ready. You have written scale, you have made both the axis, you have given the name of the axis, and you have written what you are plotting on x-axis and what you are plotting on y-axis. So now you can start the plotting. So what is your first coordinate? It is 100, 240. So 100 on x-axis and 240 on y-axis. You know what is a coordinate and how to plot it. We have learned it in the 9th standard. So let's start from a x-axis. 100, 240. 240 means you have to come on 200 and read the 4 line. The 4th line is 240. You have to mark the point and write the coordinate immediately. 100, 240. Now coming to the second, it is 300, 300. So coming from x-axis and marking it, 300, 300. Now your third coordinate is 500, 440. So coming on 500 on x-axis and taking your point till 450. So this is your 400 and half of it will be 440. So writing the coordinate immediately, 500, 450. What is your fourth coordinate? 700, 350. So 700 coming till 300 and half of it is 350. So 700, 350. Your second last coordinate is 900, 160. So this is 900, this is 100, fifth line is 150 and sixth line is 160. Mark it properly and write the coordinate 900, 160. What is your last coordinate? It is 1100, 0. So 1100 on x-axis, on y coordinate it is 0. So which means the point will be on x-axis. So this is 1100, 0. Now what to do? We have to join all the lines. We'll start from the origin. We'll start joining all the points. First point, then first point to the second, and so on. Third point, fourth, and coming to the axis. So this is your frequency polygon. You have to join all the successive points by a straight line and get the frequency polygon. Question number 3. The following table shows the classification of percentages of marks of students and the number of students. Draw a frequency polygon from the table. We had made 4 vertical columns. In a first column we have written the class. So before we fill this second and fourth column, I have said you we have to read the class and understand the class interval, so that we can make one preceding class where frequency will be 0 and one last succeeding class where frequency again will be 0. So we'll see what it is. 40 minus 30 is 10. 50 minus 40 is 10, which means difference class interval height of a class is 10. So preceding class to it will be 20 to 30 and succeeding class to it will be 100 to 110. So now we got this two class where frequency will be 0. As we don't know the frequency, we have to start our graph from the axis. Class mark 20 to 30, class mark the middle term, the middle number will be 25. The middle number will be 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95 and 105. We got the frequencies. We have a frequency from the table. Now we have to write the coordinates. What is the first coordinate? 25, 0. Second coordinate 35, 7. 45, 33. 55, 45, 65, 65, 75, 47, 85, 18, 95, 5 and last coordinate is 105, 0. So now we got all the four column properly filled. We have to fill the coordinates. So we'll write a scale. On x-axis you will see the difference. 30 minus 20 is 10. 35 minus 25 is 10. So you have to take a scale of 10. 1 centimeter is equals to 10. What? It is given in percentage. So 10%. On y-axis you have to plot a frequency which is about number of students. So you read the frequency and decide the scale. So it will be 1 centimeter is equals to 10 students. So we can write the scale. As we don't have to mark the class on the graph, we have to mark a class mark. So you first will see how it comes. We have taken the scale of 10. So after 0 this will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. But the middle number here, this middle term will be 15, 25, 35. So instead of writing class, we'll directly write the class mark. I'll add a crink mark because we don't need 5, we don't need 15. We need directly the number from 25. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95 and last class mark is 105. So your x-axis is ready. We'll name it x, here x dash. Now coming to y-axis, we have taken 1 centimeter is equals to 10 student. So here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You will see the greatest number in a frequency column is 65 till 70 it is okay. We have named it here y-axis and the opposite to is y dash. So your graph is ready with the scale with both the axis and properly it is written here it is about result and here it is about number of students. So let's start the plotting. Your first coordinate is 25, 0. 25 on x-axis and 0 on y-axis, which means the coordinate is from x-axis. So this is 25, 0. We'll write the coordinate here. Your second coordinate is 35, 7. So the coordinate will come below 10, 5, 6, 7. Write the coordinate 35, 7. Next coordinate is 45, 33. So we'll come on x-axis where 45 is there. We'll go on 30 and read 3 lines from 30. 1, 2 and 3. And we'll write the coordinate 45, 33. Your fourth coordinate is 55, 45. So coming on 55 on x-axis, 40 and it is 45. So 55, 45. Next coordinate is 65, 65. Coming on 65, this is 60 and half of it will be 65, 65. Your next is 75, 47. So here this is 75. Taking your scale till 40 and reading the 7 line from here. 5, 6 and this is 7. So here 75, 47. Third last coordinate is 85, 18. So this is your 20. Below 2 line will be 18. So it is 85, 18. 95, 5. So half of it will be 5. 95, 5. And last coordinate is y-axis. It is on y-axis it is 0. So it will be on x-axis, that is 105, 0. So now we have to join all the successive point to get one proper polygon. We'll start joining the point. Third, adding to fourth with the help of scale. You will not join the point directly. You have to use a scale to get proper sharp straight line. Keep changing the scale and join the two points. So this is the reason why we take one successive preceding point and why we take a last succeeding point, so that your graph of polygon should be starting from the axis only. So this is your polygon. Question number 1. Observe the following frequency polygon and write the answer of the questions below it. After observing the polygon, after reading the polygon properly, we have to answer the question given below it. I have made the graph. Now we'll observe the graph first and answer the 5 questions given in a questions. Okay, so let's learn the graph first. On a y-axis, frequency is about the students and scale is given 1 centimeter is equals to 10 students. And on a x-axis, marks of a student is plotted, which is again 1 centimeter is equals to 10 marks. So your polygon is made. You have to answer the given question. So we'll read what is the first question. Which class has the maximum number of students? So we'll see which coordinate is on the peak. It is this one. So here on x-axis it is 65, on y-axis it is 60. So class is asked, which class have the maximum number? So we'll see the coordinate. So this is a class mark which is 65 and it fall under the class 60 to 70. So class 60 to 70 have the maximum number of students, and the students are, there are 60 students. So it is a maximum number of students. Coming to second question, write the classes having a 0 frequency. So you know which class have a 0 frequency, preceding class and last succeeding class. So which class is this where frequency is 0? It is 20 to 30 and here 90 to 100 because it is made on x-axis. So classes 0 to 30 and 90 to 100 have 0 frequencies. Third question, what is a class mark of a class having frequency of 50 student? So we have to see where is the frequency of 50 student. It is this coordinate. So what is a class mark? 55. So the class mark of class having a frequency of 50 student is 55. So as the class mark is 55, what will be the class? It will be 50 to 60. Fourth question. Write the lower and upper class limit of a class whose class mark is 85. So you will see this is a class mark 85. It is from class 80 to 90. So what is the lower class limit? 80. What is the upper class limit? 90. What is the class? 80 to 90. Last question, how many students are in the class 80 to 90? So in 80 to 90, there are 15 students, the frequency of 15. So there are 15 students. So this way you are going to read the graph properly and answer the given question.